We're finding comfort and joy in true stories for our well-read segment this month. Best-selling author Chantel Guertin joins us with 4 inspiring stories.
Hi, Annette. Yeah, that's right. I thought it was a nice time of year to sort of look at memoirs and autobiographies. And so I'm starting off with Lauren Graham. She was an actor on Gilmore Girls and Parenthood. And she had a memoir several years ago, sort of stories that was called, I don't know, something. Okay, I can't. Anyway, this is the new one. So I've been waiting for this one, and it's called Have I Told You This Already? And it's stories of celebrity and LA, but it's written in such a fun way that each of the stories just feels like she's your friend, or you're having a dinner party and somebody tells that funny story that everybody is laughing so hard at, and that's what these are. So I read this so fast. You can read the whole thing in one sitting, or you can break it up and read those stories when you have like a couple of free minutes. And I just they're just so funny.
Okay, the next one is from Simu Liu, who is going to be hosting the Junos, we found out this morning, but his book is on this list as well.
Yeah, so this is a great story of him growing up in communist China and his relationship with his parents and his grandparents, and them not wanting him to become an actor, and he actually was going to become an accountant, and he went through that process, which I think a lot of people have heard that. But this is a great one to listen to as an audiobook because he is so funny, and the way he delivers everything, you really get a sense of him, especially if you watch Kim's Convenience and that sort of side of him and that humor. It's great, and it's just like a really inspiring read. And also, if you live here in Ontario, you'll like some of the references because this is where he ended up.
Very cool. Matthew Perry's new book made the list. I'm really looking forward to reading this one because I've heard lots about it.
Yes. So I think if you are a Friends fan, then you, of course, know him as Chandler. But this is one that I wouldn't say it is necessarily very funny, even though some of the quotes say that. This is really a heartbreaking look at his life and what happened to him and his drug addiction and alcoholism. And so I think this is good because I think a lot of people went through this during the pandemic and dealing with these kinds of vices. And so I think it's a really insightful look, and he is so honest. And I think he really wrote this himself. It was not, heavily edited. I don't think there was maybe even a ghostwriter on it. So it's kind of a nice, honest account.
And our last one is Left on 10th.
Yeah, so many people, I think, know who Nora Ephron is. She wrote Sleepless in Seattle, and she directed You've Got Mail, also When Harry Met Sally. But I did not realize her sister, Delia Ephron, was actually the screenwriter of You've Got Mail. So if you know that movie, so Delia Ephron is so funny. And this book, I loved it so much. So this is a story of how when Nora, her sister, died, her husband also died very close after. And then at age 72, she found love. And I'm not going to spoil how, but it's like this romance. Oh, it's so good.
All right. Great list. Have to stop you there, but we'll have the list up at chch.com. Thank you.
Thanks, Annette.